What's going on, Leo? I hope you're doing very well. This is the Autistic Mystic, and this is going to be a reading for May 2022. So in this reading, Leo, we're going to take a look at your overall general energy for May. We're going to take a look at some things you do not see coming for May 2022. We're also going to close this reading off with some advice and messages from your angels and spirit guides and much more. But before we begin, I'd like to let you know, Leo, that you are definitely very welcome here in this space with me as we go through this reading. I appreciate you taking the time to drop by and check this reading out, and if you find that it resonates with you, definitely smash that like button and subscribe. If you haven't already, for future updates, that'd be greatly appreciated over here. But without further ado, I've also pre-shuffled some oracle cards, and we will be clarifying these cards as we go through this reading as well. And of course, for the returning viewers, as you can see, I'm on camera today. This is a completely new setup for me. So let me know what you think of seeing me in the reading in the comments below, whether you like it or just the cards better. But with that being said, with that all out of the way, let's go ahead and pull the energy for you, Leo, for May 2022. As always, I would like to thank the angels, the interdimensional beings, and the spirit guides who are overseeing this act of divination for Leo. There's a car outside that's in reverse. There's like a truck. You ever hear a big truck go in reverse? It's like beep, beep, beep. So you may have to go in reverse. You may have to like look at your past, Leo. It's just a synchronicity though. Let's see. Alright, give me a sec, Leo. I'll lay out these cards. See what would like to come through for you. Okay, so your opportunity here, Leo, is the Four of Swords as your opportunity for May. So it's really interesting that I said you need to go in reverse because I heard the car moving backwards outside. There's some sort of deep contemplation that you need to learn, something from your past, something like, how did you get to where you are right now, Leo? Like the Four of Swords is contemplation, like thinking your life over from all possible angles and taking time out for yourself. Definitely don't be afraid to take time out for yourself here in May and do a little like beauty rest, or just not trying to push, if that makes sense. And because your challenge is the Chariot, I feel like your challenge is that your soul knows that it's divinely protected to move very fast in a new direction. But I think basically the opportunity is to really think this through about how you're going to do it. And there's this feeling of like, I want to go, but there's a big message coming through from Spirit that is saying like, wherever you go, there you are. You know, people think they're going to change their life if they like travel, which does change your life, but ultimately your vibration is what dictates what comes into your life and what doesn't. So there's a feeling from Spirit of like, first of all, don't try to change things too much in the external world, because realize the external world is nothing but a reflection of your most dominant belief systems and thoughts over time. So if you feel that your life isn't going the way you want, maybe the best opportunity is not to try to push, fix, push, pull, but, you know, really ask yourself deeper questions. Am I focused on what I want or what I don't want? Am I in my ego or am I living from the soul? These are big questions that you have to ask yourself, because basically I feel like there's a big mission for you, Leo, and you know it, And your challenge here with the Chariot card here, I feel like there's, especially for those watching this reading, there's a feeling like you're meant to do something very big with your life. And there may be a feeling of either someone who's immature around you holding you back, or your own immaturity to not really look at things that you actually have to look at to change. Does that make sense? It's kind of like something coming to my head, and I'm not saying this is for all of you, Leo, but like in general, like people trying to sell you like get rich quick schemes. Like you might have been trying to enact like a get rich quick scheme when in reality what's really meant for you does not have to be schemed. It's just who you are, and it's what your destiny is. You'll always line up with it as long as you go with the flow. But if you don't go with the flow and you try to force, you try to manipulate, you try to connive, I'm not saying that's a lot for a lot of you, but some of you that may be the case, but I'm just being real. Whether you can handle that or not is up to you. But let's start off in your overall general energy here, Leo. I do sense there's going to be some fun in your reality, but there might be two diverging paths, because in your overall general energy, Leo, you have the Page of Cups, you have the Page of Wands, and you also have the Knight of Swords here. So basically there's like this one part of you here who you may have you may be dealing with a love offer, and this is kind of repeating from from last week. There may be a love offer that you have, the Page of Wands to the Five of Swords, like someone who you're dealing with in love in May, who you're really unsure about whether they have the best intentions for you or not, right? The Five of Swords is generally an energy of destruction. It's an energy of conflict. It's an energy of like it's coming through as like someone who just has very unclear intentions towards you, although you're excited to move in that direction. Basically, this was what it even could be about. Sorry if I went on that rant, if this is mainly about love for most of you here. Your opportunity is to really like investigate who the hell this person is. If this is a love offer for you in May, sit back and let this person show their true colors. Investigate their past, because no one does something once. If someone has a past history of screwing people over, of being very like weird, don't pay attention to what they say. Pay attention to their past actions, because what someone does once, they will do again, unless you're like enlightened, but most people are not. So the Chariot here in your challenge as well is like there's this feeling of maybe like you want excitement in your life, Leo. You want that get love quick scheme. Someone comes in and offers you something, you just want to go with them. But basically the challenge is the Chariot. I feel like you're so divinely protected that Spirit's not just going to let someone cause havoc in your life. And the Page of Cups is here as well. The Page of Cups is a love offer. And the Page of Wands, like I'm getting immature love offer, basically that could probably grant you immediate gratification, Leo. Going with this person will probably be very fun, building off the theme from last week. But basically your opportunity is to wait. I'm not sure why the Four of Swords. Now, this could just be moving forward with a person, but just being very inquisitive, just being very observing as you move forward. Doesn't mean, we literally have to be sitting in a brick house meditating. That's not really what I sense for you, because I feel like you're going to have a fun month here, Leo. But basically, there's a lot of work to be done on yourself, and maybe your money mindset. There's a feeling like I said last week, like the person that you're dealing with in love, whether you're in a relationship with this person or you're just in a situationship kind of talking to this person, there's a feeling that they're going to change your life financially. So it's either someone that you're currently with that helps you financially a lot, or you're dealing with maybe an immature person who's trying to lure you in financially. And you have to be honest with what you're comfortable with, because money is nothing more than energy. Money's not evil. If someone has money and that's an attractive quality, then why not go with them? But I'm basically just telling you, Leo, like I know I haven't even shown you all the cards yet, so I apologize for that. We're going to have to clarify to see, but in what you don't see coming here, Leo, we have the Hierophant to the Strength card in what you don't see coming. And you see the Strength card is staring right at that Hierophant. So the Hierophant here in what you don't see coming is about tradition, order. It's about like some sort of, it could indicate marriage. It could indicate like some sort of tradition in your life, that you have a lot of strength here. For some of you, I'm getting two different paths depending on your situation. For some of you who are in a marriage, you might be having like second thoughts as to whether or not this person has your best interest, because you also have the Six of Swords in what you don't see coming. This is travel. This is moving from choppy waters to calm ones. So you may be questioning the nature of the person that you're in a committed relationship with, and you're asking yourself, am I just dependent on them and don't really love them anymore? For others of you who are single, though, I'm getting something completely different here, Leo. There's almost like a change in your value system to like more of a puritanical thing. It's really weird, the frequency that I'm coming through as. It's almost like you're, because in this frequency, a lot of like in this time space reality, a lot of like women, they never had like the freedom that you have right now, Leo. So it's like sorry if I'm like butchering this, but basically it's coming in waves. The feeling is that you may have a shift to become more traditional than you ever once thought you were, because you're starting to realize that that's maybe what you want, but you're for a long time you thought that you just had to be this like diva and you had to go out and like just date everyone, or you had to like be a little bit like Queen of Wands, like go date everyone. There's almost a shift in like whatever this person is reflecting to you, whether they want to manipulate you, offer you money, offer you a good time. It's almost like for a lot of you, especially with that opportunity, the Four of Swords, a return to tradition. Especially if you're single, Leo. This is literally you. This literally could be you going on a date with someone who's very exciting, right? Who can offer you all this shit, but then it's like literally something bubbles up within you and you're like, I just want a kids and a family. I just want someone who I can have a good life with. They don't need to be flashy. I don't need to go have sex with 20 people this year. I can literally just be with one person. Even if you don't know who this person is yet, there's a shift in those values, Leo. Because basically the way that this person is treating you, the way that someone's interacting with you is showing you like a cold, harsh truth about the world. And the cold, harsh truth about the world is that basically everyone's just out for themselves. You're born alone and you die alone. But people can meet those sweet souls, those soulmates. So maybe there's a feeling, instead of and this is why I came through in the beginning, instead of just getting for a get love quick scheme, exciting, all this shit, you may have a return to work on yourself and to be a more Puritan valued. Now, this is not going to resonate with every single one of you, Leo. If you want to have fun, you want to go out and date, go do that, and that's part of this reading too. But I'm just saying, for a select few of you, Leo, the way that you're being treated is basically calling you to say, no, I'm going to work on myself and manifest a better quality partner. Because realize the people that come into your life are the people who you think you deserve. The belief systems that are most strong within you. So even if you have a belief that says, I deserve a really high quality person who won't screw me over, who won't talk to other people, who will be completely loyal, if that's not as strong as the other one, where it's just saying like people are just crazy and they're out for themselves, that's where you're going to manifest. So basically, because the advice from Spirit is to work on yourself, maybe even your own money, basically the advice from Spirit, if it's not this whole puritanical thing, it's like working on your money, okay? Because the advice from Spirit to you, 8 of Pentacles, Queen of Pentacles, and you also have the Four of Swords here. So there's this like saying coming through, Leo. It's like where you can either teach someone how to catch fish and you'll never have to feed them again, or you can just keep giving them fish and they'll be dependent on you. So instead of like being dependent on someone in your reality, basically, Leo, you're starting to ask yourself deeper questions of what's actually going to make me happy, not just in May, but for the rest of your freaking life. And that's going to be individual to each and every one of you. You have the 9 of Cups in the advice from Spirit. So basically, like, bend everything I'm saying to what will make you individually happy. I'm just picking up on an energy, Leo, where it's like you may be done with the players, as well. Even if you're in a committed relationship, there's a lot of strength to keep this marriage, to keep it going. I do sense you keeping it going, but first, in order to do that, you have to work on yourself. And if you're single, I'm telling you, Leo, there's a feeling of like you're going to go out on a first date in May or something, or you're going to meet up with this person, and like right when you meet up with them, you're going to be like, oh, I wish I was just home. Now, I said that you were in hermit mode like 2 readings ago. I was like, you're in hermit mode, Leo? And I feel like you were resisting that because you wanted to be out there. You wanted to be making things happen. For a lot of you now, there's this feeling of like, you need to know something. You need to really get something to realize that it's not what you want. So I see something accelerating with you, an individual, but then it just kind of bringing you home to like realizing like, basically no get-rich-quick schemes anymore. You're going to be in it for the long haul. So this is some energy as well that you can embody, some pre-shuffled oracle cards for you to embody in May to help you. You have Lord Shiva, Transcendence. Okay, so transcend this feeling of wanting something for nothing, this feeling of, I need this now. Rise up, honor your inner force. 4 of Swords in the opportunity. Steps are being given, dance with the universe. So dance with the universe. You don't need to do anything. Okay, you don't need to do anything. You can do what you want. Also, supreme protection. If you feel like there's someone here who doesn't have your best interest in hand, that 5 of Swords, they're just trying to play you in. They're trying to draw you in. Also, even if you're in a long committed relationship which has its problems, you are protected, Leo. Cords are being cut. Move beyond limitations and trust. So for a lot of you, I just sense this feeling of frustration, or probably very badly. You want to improve the relationship with you're in. If you're single, you want to manifest a person in general, but I'm telling you, the higher quality person is going to come to you when you've already worked on yourself. And there's this really big feeling, like almost depression I'm getting in you, where like for a lot of you, Leo, you're like, well, I've already done this for years, bro. Do you understand? I've already been in hermit mode. I've already worked on myself. And now that there's someone in my field that's offering me money, offering me a fun time, you're telling me not to take it, bro? Screw you. Well, I'm not telling you anything. I'm just reading the energy. And basically what the energy is saying is that there's something better. If you're in a relationship, there's a better way to go about it, to be more whole and complete within yourself. Queen of Pentacles, self-reliant. There's an energy of self-reliance here. You don't want to be dependent on anyone. But you also want to exercise that freedom. Last one here, you have, life force. So this is a correction from the universe. Express your driving passion, sensual and sexual powers are increased. So there's nothing wrong with sex. There's nothing wrong with casual things if that's what you choose. Simply, we're not saying that you don't want to go with this Five of Swords, Page of Wands, Page of Cups person who has something to offer you, but just be careful. Supreme protection, but still that sexual energy. So express your sexual energy. Because for some of you, it's not just going to be that, I just want to have this monogamous thing for the rest of my life. It's just that I want to manifest a higher quality person, but I still want to enjoy my life now. I'm getting sick to my freaking stomach in this reading, Leo. I'm kidding a little bit. So let's go ahead and clarify some of these cards to see what is really going on here. First card that I'd like to clarify is why the Five of Swords is here. For those of you returning viewers, this is definitely someone who has something to offer you, but you're not really seeing the whole picture, and it may just be instant gratification. And then almost with what you don't see coming, it's you entertain this, you go with it, maybe you meet up with this person, and as soon as you get there, as soon as you go to the restaurant with that person, you're sitting in their house, you're going to be I just wish I was alone. Oh, shit. Not going to be for all of you, but basically just be careful in general. Why is the Five of Swords here for Leo? Yeah. Five of Swords in your overall general energy is clarified by the Page of Cups. You got a lover here who has something to offer you. I'm just telling you there's something sketchy about this person. Page of Cups, immaturity. Basically, the whole energy in your overall general energy is immaturity. Basically, if I could illustrate what's going to happen to you this month, Leo, there's an immature energy here in your energy field. Totally immature. Page. Some of you could be dealing with problems with your children, by the way. If you're a mother and you have problematic kids, this literally could just be kids running around your household and you're I don't know what the fuck to do to this. I need some structure. I need some help. I need to go back and maybe discipline my kids more or some shit like that. But for those of you single, young, out in love, there's an immature energy that you're going to experience, and I think you're going to have fun with it. So Spirit's saying, go out and experience that. If that's what you feel like you need to do, go out, experience that sexual energy. But basically, it's going to push you back into yourself and realize this is not what I want. I'm telling you, Libra, hear me now, believe me later. I'm telling you. If this is your reading, you're going to go with this person. You may even have a good, basically, and the complicated thing about this reading is there's part of you who really loves this, and there's part of you who hates this individual. There's part of you who's I need this sexual partner, I need this fun in my life, but I also need to protect myself, and I'm above this individual. So basically, you're going to go have a good time and realize, whoa, no, I need to freaking work on myself. I did this a year ago. I went on a vacation with my friends. And after 2 days of the vacation, I was where are my tarot cards? I need to read. What am I doing here? That was fun, but holy shit, that was not worth it. I'm not saying that it's not even going to be worth it for you, Leo, but this is a very subtle energy that I'm picking up on. And to work on yourself, the Four of Swords in your opportunity, so I don't know. Let's go ahead and see what a Chariot is here in your challenge. Maybe contradictory energy in you, a part of yourself wants something, but then, because all of us have multiple personality disorder. We literally, all of us have different parts of ourselves that are at war within us. You need to be whole and complete with yourself by getting all those parts on board with what you want. Why is the Chariot here for Leo in the challenge, though? Chariot is clarified. Come on. Right next to the Hierophant, literally. The Chariot in your challenge is clarified by the Hierophant again. The Hierophant has now come out twice. It's what I'm picking up on, Leo. Where you're divinely protected for in your challenge, it's like you wanted to push forward, you wanted to go out, you want to go out and experience the world, your sexual energy, you want to have fun, you want to even have a little immature energy, because who doesn't want a little immature energy in your life? It's probably why you freaking watch me. Basically, the Hierophant, though, there's a shift in that value. There's something where you're saying, no, like, actually, like, in your challenge, it's like, maybe this is what you want. You want, like, excitement, but your soul, I'm telling you, is saying, like, high quality. Like Leo being the queen, or like a king. Like, there's some sort of more high quality thing that your soul is telling you to go after here, after some sort of immature experimentation, basically. So apply that to the relationship if this is a solid relationship that you're in. And it could be different. For those of you in a relationship, this could simply be in your challenge, like wanting to not be married anymore. Right? I don't want to say that because I don't want to, like, break people's families apart or whatever, but this is a tarot reading, guys. You can't let that happen. Come on. Hierophant to the friggin' Chariot. It's like, you may feel like you want to break away from this marriage, but I'm telling you, for the single people, it's different. For the single people, you're going to be like, oh my god, I just want, like, a man who really loves me and is not just trying to use me. Okay? Let's clarify why the Strength card is here in your centerpiece to your reading, because this is big. This is what I'm saying, like, taming down that ego. I'm not saying ego in a negative sense, because we all need egos, but I'm saying, you know what I'm saying by now. Why is the Strength card here for Leo in the centerpiece to your reading? Yeah. Taming down that Queen of Wands. Queen of Wands to the Strength card. I'm telling you, Leo. The Queen of Wands is a big aspect of who you are. You are the Queen of Wands. You're very eccentric. You're probably very good looking. Leo woman always, like, or even a Leo man here. Like, if you're a man, this could be a struggle with the person that you're married with. Or if you're a man, this could be the same thing happening, where it's like you have this wonderful Queen of Wands here available to you, but you need to tame down that ego and focus on something more high quality. But basically, for the vast majority of you, it's taming down that Queen of Wands, returning to your higher self. It doesn't mean that the Queen of Wands isn't an embodiment of the higher self, because they are. But basically, it means that you're taming down that fire, because I'm telling you, something happens that pushes you towards to be more conservative. Even if you're in a marriage with someone, this could be that someone does something very immature and you're still wanting to be very conservative, or you're like, well, I don't know. It's two different readings based on you're married or you're not. If you're in a long-term commitment, or if you're single, it's totally different, or just in situationships, totally different. But basically, I'm telling you, there's going to be a call to simplicity, purification, and, like, walking away from anything that's short-term gratification. This could even be bad habits. This could even be, like, you want to respect yourself more than you have been. But Spirit doesn't want you to say that you're disrespecting yourself from exploring your excitement. Okay, like, if there's someone who wants to come in and have a good time with you, it doesn't mean that you are bad. It doesn't mean sometimes you have to go down a certain path to realize it wasn't the one that you wanted. And sometimes what we have to learn is when we think we're following our excitement, we're actually just disguising our anxiety and calling it excitement. But basically, there's nothing wrong with you, Leo, because that sexual energy is here. So, yeah. Okay, let's go ahead and clarify why the Eight of Pentacles is here. You may have to focus on your money, becoming more self-reliant, or just, like, focus back on that. Yeah, Two of Wands here. This may be plans. This is how you're going to work. Like, developing, like, some of you, after this happens with the immature individual, you might be like, okay, I'm going to start working out. Like, someone makes a comment to you that triggers you and then makes you a better person. Like, I'm not sure. Like, basically, I'm picking up for some of you, like, someone, like, the immature person may make a comment to you that usually would trigger you into your ego. But basically, it's like, oh, I just sense, like, just a clear reflection of what you don't want. But let's see why the Eight of Pentacles is here for you. Why is the Eight of Pentacles here for you, Leo? Come on. Why with all the frickin' duplicates today? And like literally all the readings. Eight of Pentacles, Eight of Pentacles. When that happens, it's a synchronicity to say I'm on point. It's a duplicate. Universe saying, yes, Leo, work on yourself, work on your money, work on your business, work on discipline. Because it doesn't even matter what you do. If you stick to something, that will give you energy. You know, it's a workout routine. It's valuing yourself. I don't know what this is, but I'm telling you, Leo, there's something that's going to happen that causes you to say, I want a higher value here. And it doesn't mean anything's higher or lower, because this is why spirituality is so complicated. Going out having fun is perfectly in alignment for you 1 week. Something happens, it's no longer in alignment for you. And you have to adjust based on that. So you can't hang on my words as if they are these ultimatums, Leo. You have to adjust it to your system, or else this is not going to work. This is a general reading. So, you know, focus on your individual happiness, but the way to find your individual happiness is going to be different kind of like later in the month as to what you think it is right now. Queen of Wands, Nine of Cups, individual here. You don't need to be tied to anyone else. Like, for some of you, this could be exploring that opportunity, though. Like, if someone has something for you, you might go down that road. But basically, I'm going to conclude this reading right here, Leo. We have some 3 final messages from Spirit. We have abundance. Okay, the true definition of abundance is the ability to do what you need to do when you need to do it. Doesn't necessarily have to do with money. If you limit abundance to money, you're going to limit yourself, because abundance is people, synchronicity, breath. Everything is abundance, if you can view it that way. You also have within the next few weeks. So I'm telling you, there's going to be an event here that maybe happens within the next few weeks that brings you back to this conservatism energy. You also have ask your angels, okay? So you don't need me to communicate with Spirit. You do to a certain extent, but from a different perspective. But you have your own connection. You're very tapped in here. And also make sure you protect yourself this month. So with that being said, Leo, I'm going to conclude this reading. If you want more information on your situation, feel free to book a personal reading with me. You can find the information on that in the description box underneath this video. It's always a pleasure to work one-on-one with you guys. But either way, I hope you enjoyed this reading, Leo. Stay safe out there. Have a fun month. And expect some crazy shit to happen. So thank you, Leo. Let me know what you think of this new video style as well. Talk to you next time.